believe in curses?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't until you said it like that.
It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning. And everybody might have a superstition or two.
Yeah.
Like, you'll get bad luck if you walk underneath a ladder.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
7 years.
Or the saying that a lot of people use, knock on wood.
Uh-huh.
You know?
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
I do it all the time. I just
on
do.
anything nearby.
I'm knocking all over the place.
It's funny because it's the same title I used on my last Craigslist ad. Who wants to knock on wood? But
Yeah.
anyway.
I bet that was successful.
Yeah, not a lot of bites on that. But it's a completely different story when you start talking about curses. Oh,
Yeah, dude.
that was weird.
Whoa.
Did that just
wasn't-
happen by chance?
That wasn't even a sound effect. That just
Whoa.
was the weather.
It's raining in the studio.
I like that.
Weird.
The curses are a little bit more serious. It's like when you open an ancient Egyptian tomb that hasn't been unearthed for 3,000 years.
Yeah.
And suddenly a mummy springs to life. So you shut the door real quick, but then you realize, oh, I left my cell phone in there.
Go back in.
I'm just saying, curses come in many different forms. But the point is, it can mess up your life in crazy, horrifying ways, especially if you believe in them. And that's why one Canadian woman's making headlines today. She's 36 years old, and her name's Nicole.
Okay.
And back in 2005, Nicole visited the ancient city of Pompeii in Italy.
Oh, yeah.
Now, if you're not familiar with Pompeii, that's the famous Roman seaport that was destroyed when the volcano Mount Vesuvius suddenly erupted and it buried the whole city under volcanic ash.
Yeah, and you can like walk through the ruins now
Yeah,
and
and
check out like all the old
cool.
towns
There's
and
like
stuff.
people that are frozen in ash there.
Dude, I want to see.
So Nicole took a trip there, and
Uh-huh.
before she left, she picked up a few things on her way out that were not from the souvenir shop.
Wait, what do you mean? Like what?
Like during her sightseeing tour, when the guide wasn't looking, Nicole picked up a couple small ceramic tiles from inside a
come
building.
on.
Whoa.
She's just like stealing stuff from like an international historic site.
Yeah, those are artifacts.
That's so messed up.
She took him home with her, and she probably thought, what's the worst thing that could happen?
Uh-oh. Thank you, Lightning. Thank you, because this is how curses start. Now
Well.
I'm seeing what's going on.
Yeah.
Because
What an
now,
idiot.
over
Yeah.
a decade later, the Italian government has received a package from Nicole, and inside were the 2 ceramic tiles that she took all those years ago. Because according to her, she claims the 2 tiles cursed her, and now she wants nothing to do with them.
Whoa.
She put a note inside the package with the tiles that said, quote, I've had breast cancer twice. My family and I have also had serious financial problems. We're good people, and I don't want to pass this curse on to my family or my children. Please take them back. They bring bad luck.
Whoa. Or she could look at the other way. It's pretty amazing that she's survived breast cancer twice.
That's
I mean, you could look at it the opposite. Like, good for her.
Yeah,
Or
totally.
is she just pinning all of her problems on these 2 tiles? She's like, I got another parking
point.
ticket. The tiles.
The thing is if you're the kind of person who's taking artifacts from
I
a
mean-
historic place, you're probably also making terrible decisions.
You're
The cancer
asking
is
for
something
it.
totally separate, but
Absolutely.
like all the other things.
Absolutely.
Well, so the question is, do you believe in curses? Obviously, Nicole did. She blames all the tragedies in her life on that one fateful trip to Pompeii years ago. But there's a world that seem like they're straight out of a horror film.
Really?
And they've made news in the past. Like out of England, there's a famous one, The Cursed Painting of the Crying Boy.
Okay.
Have you heard of
That
that
just
one?
sounds
I don't
scary.
like
know.
that. Nope.
So it was a piece created by artist Giovanni Bragolin, and it was so popular, it got mass produced, and people all over Britain were buying it and hanging it up in their houses.
Okay, just like posters of it or whatever.
Oh.
But soon, dozens of those homes that had it hung up mysteriously caught fire. And the most disturbing part is that no matter how devastating any of the fires were, the crying boy painting always survived. 100% amid the ruins. It would
Are you
still
for
be there
real?
for
Oh,
real.
heck no.
I mean, here's the thing. I don't believe in curses, but also not going to put that crying boy painting up in my house. I'm not going to push my luck.
Yeah. Why is that such a popular trend to put pictures of sad children inside your house?
Brooke's like, just come to my house. There's living crying.
Yeah, exactly.
It's living art.
Another famous one is the curse on a Bulgarian phone number.
Okay.
Oh.
359.
This is a modern one.
It's
Yeah.
359-888-888-888. And it was just a regular phone number that was kind of cool since it's basically all 8s.
Yeah, just dial 8 till you get me.
Easy to remember.
But the 3 people who own that phone number all died shortly after getting it registered to their name.
Were they all 98 years old?
I don't know
And
the
living
ages
in
here, but here's the
Bulgaria.
thing: the first owner died of cancer.
Okay.
A week after they got the number.
Whoa.
The other two were mysteriously shot down by strangers without any motive. And after that, the number was permanently deactivated, and people still tell stories about the cursed phone number there.
Dang.
Dude, I think my number's cursed too. Every time I text a girl, never text me back. I feel like something's going on here, guys.
Yeah, that's definitely it.
Ghosts in your phone is causing you to get ghosted.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, no.
That's where they came up with the term.
Another infamous cursed item from England is Busby's chair.
Okay.
And it's a simple wooden chair that was found in a specific pub, and it's said to be cursed by the spirit of Thomas Busby.
Okay, what's wrong with Busby? What are you doing?
Thomas Busby is a man who was known to ruthlessly murder people.
Okay.
And before he got hanged for his crimes, he was given one final request, and his request to have one last meal at his favorite local pub.
Oh,
and when
no.
he finished his food, he stood up and said, "May sudden death come to anyone who dares sit on my chair."
Whoa!
Oh, I got
All right,
goosebumps.
Busby.
Oh.
And ever since then, 63 people who sat on that chair
Shut
met
up.
untimely and terrifying deaths.
Okay, this is a real
What?
one.
Who
This
keeps
is a
sitting
real
in
one.
it? Okay.
People that didn't know.
Yeah, where is it? Just at the pub?
People know. Is it still at the pub? That's the thing. They're
Well-
advertising for this. They want tourists in there. They're like, hey, sit in this chair. Let's see what happens.
After the 63rd death, the owner of the pub donated the chair to a museum, and it's still there, but it's hung 5 feet off the ground so no one else can
Good.
sit in it.
Oh, that's so creepy. This is scary.
Do you
Yeah.
believe
Why do I
it,
feel
or
like-
do you think that they're just like adding up a bunch of coincidences and calling it
Yeah, because
good?
they're like, he sat in the chair, and then 80 years later, when he turned 100, he finally.
Well, we do all die at some point.
Yeah.
I feel like we could do this with Brooke's radio chair when she's gone one day.
Yeah.
It's like a haunting device.
Your phone tap's coming up right